There is a cycle you can follow to build any business, that to allow yourself to start a new business and a new business and a new business. And it's very simple, but a lot of people don't do this right and they mess up at the start of the entrepreneurship journey. They have multiple ideas that they're trying to put the time evenly into, and it just leaves them overwhelmed and they don't make any progress. So, before I get started in this topic, join my free entrepreneurship community through the link in the description if you want to become more seriously, like, I worded that terribly. If you're serious about entrepreneurship and you want to meet other people who are also serious about entrepreneurship. Without further ado, let's get started, right? So, when I started entrepreneurship, I had all these different ideas and I tried doing them all at once. I tried starting a clothing brand, working on advertising, a marketing agency, working on drop shipping, like, and online trading and all this different sort of entrepreneurship like pursuits. But I was doing it all wrong. I made no progress in any business and lost like a crap ton of money. But if I'd have followed this cycle, I would have like grown one business, then moved on to the next, then grown that, then moved on to the next, and it would have been like consistently growing all these businesses, and it wouldn't have cost me any more time. Because right. So let me tell you the cycle, right? So there's 3 steps to it, right? You start the business, but you stick to one, and you build that business up. You know, you grow it from like nothing to earning consistent money, and then once you've made enough money, you can hire other people to run it for you, which means you automate that business. Now all you have to do is admin, just to make sure it's functioning correctly. Right? So you grow that to like whatever amount you want to grow it to, and when it's at that point, you've got staff to run things for you. You've got staff to handle the problems for you, and you can even get it to the point where you can have someone to grow that business even further for you. And at that point, that you can just start another business, and like it's like you start and you invest all your time into it, right? It's like taking like 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day to build this thing. And then you end up hiring people. You don't have to spend all this time doing these different things. And now you've got a bunch of free time again, yet you're still earning loads of money. So what do? You start another business and you do the same again. You start it, you build it, you put all your time into it. You make more and more money, and then you hire other people to do the work for you, and there you go. Now you got another business. It's literally like this game I used to play in high school called Adventure Capitalist, right? You start off with like a lemonade stand, and it's stupid, right? You can get a lemonade stand to earn in 100k a second. It's silly, but it's also has some truth to it. Like you start with one business, you grow that, you earn enough to make it like automated, then you start the next business, and it's like you hire a manager for each business. Obviously, there's a lot more than just one manager for a business, but you know what I mean. Like you hire someone to run it, and then you start the next one. You know, that's how a business works, really. If you want to become like a large scale entrepreneur that has like an empire, that's what you got to do. You got to start, build, automate. Then, you know, as soon as you get to the point where it's not taking like stupid amount of hours a day to run it, like it's still going to be times where like you need to take like 8 hours out of your day to go and do something for it. But like you can get around that a lot. Like it becomes rarer and rarer that you have to do that. So if you're just getting started on this journey, don't make the same mistake I did, where you start like so many different businesses because you have all these ideas and all this, like you're like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and you have to like split your time up, and you don't actually get to grow any of it because it's like a mess, and then your life becomes a mess because you're so overwhelmed with all this stuff you have to do that nothing grows. You lose a bunch of money, you lose a bunch of time, you have a bunch of regret, and it's like, you know. So do it that way instead. Focus on one. Keep them ideas saved for the future. Build the business one at a time. And it'll always leave you with something to do as well. That's the bonus of it, because I found that humanity's main purpose, right, is to grow and expand, push ourselves to our capability, learn more about the world, just try different things, right? And that's how you keep this purpose in entrepreneurship. Like a lot of entrepreneurs, they'll put everything into one business, they'll grow it, they'll automate it, and like that's what, like a lot of people, just sell the business, and then it's like, well, what else do I do now? And they're just like the owner of Minecraft, before he sold his business, and then it's like he just became depressed because it's like, well, what do I do now? You know, I have nothing to work on, I have nothing to grow. So what you do, you start with one business, you grow that, automate it. You could sell it if you want, and then you move on to the next one. It's like a lot of people like when it gets to when it's my words did not word then, but it's not about the money, right? A lot of people, they start this and it is about the money, but it gets to the point where it's just about like building things. You know, it's literally like you're playing Minecraft, but in real life. You're just building. You build like a little house, then you build a castle, and you build this, and you build like a whole city. That's how entrepreneurship is. It's like you start with a little project, you grow that, and then you start with a bigger project, you grow that one, and you build, 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 build. And it's not about how much money you make. It's about how many things you build. You know, that's the purpose of it. It's growing. Like humans' natural purpose is to grow. That's why we start as babies and end up as older men. Like we don't just spawn in and as an old man. Like, do you know what I mean? We have stages, and that's entrepreneurship. So that's everything I've got to say in this video. Please join my free community if you are interested in entrepreneurship, like myself, and want to meet other people who are as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe.